All right, let's make some meringues. Let's wait for some more people to join, and then we'll get straight to work here. How's it going? All right. Making some meringues, chocolate chip meringues. Reminds me, I need to get the chocolate chips. Now, am I going to fail making these? Probably. I made these yesterday, and I used the egg carton of egg whites. Bad idea, don't use those, they're pasteurized. So I went ahead and just got fresh egg whites from eggs and poured those off. So hopefully I don't have the problem I had yesterday, where it basically just looked like frosting. But yeah, we're making meringue chocolate chip cookies. Old school recipe. It's called sis meringues. I don't know. It says it's excellent. It was not excellent when I made it yesterday. All right. Now I've got the fresh egg whites, so let's see what we can do. Oh, and let me know in the chat where you're from. And if you've ever made chocolate chip meringue cookies before. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started here. So I think I got enough sugar and everything. All right, so I'll go through the ingredients. Sis meringues. We're gonna need 4 egg whites. Do not use the pasteurized ones. I used the pasteurized ones yesterday. Really bad idea. It turned into frosting. So 4 egg whites, half a teaspoon of cream of tartar, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1.5 cups of sugar, and then 10 ounces of some mini chocolate chips. So we're going to start off by preheating the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know I'm going to mess this one up today. I feel it. I feel like this is not going to work. Got the heat blasting in here. Oh, has anybody noticed? Let me know in the comments if you noticed on like any the social media stuff like TikTok. You can't upload videos to the cloud to CapCut. And I noticed like when you search breaking news or anything like that, all of it is like old. Like it's like 17 hours to 21 hours long. I don't know if anyone else is having that problem or if your power's out or anything like that from the storms or where you're at, but let me know in the chat if you're dealing with any of that stuff right now, because it's kind of weird. Like that's when I'm doing a live stream and I'm just kind of like, I don't know, that's weird when you can't upload stuff to the cloud like that. All right. Yeah, egg white. So what we're going to do, the first thing I'm going to do here is I got the oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to beat these egg whites to stiff peaks, or like right at stiff peaks. And then we're going to add the cream of tartar, and then we'll add the vanilla. And then I'll knock a bunch of stuff over. After we do that, we'll gradually beat in the sugar, apparently. That's where it's going to be not so fun. All right. Now, these are room temp, by the way. So I've just got 4 egg whites going in to there. Hopefully this works out, because it did not work out so great yesterday. All right. Start to get these going. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna check the chat real quick. That's good. Wyatt, good to see you're doing good. What's going up, Benny? Going on, Benny? What's going on, Siebel? Hope you're all doing well. All right, let's see if we can accomplish this. So I'm just going to beat these right before stiff peak. And it should go pretty fast because they are room temp. I'll let you see here in a second, show you where we're at. I think we're going to be adding this first, the cream of tartar. I give that half a teaspoon of that one. You can see that. Oh, it's working. The last time I was doing this, I was flinging stuff all over the place. All right. We're at soft peak. All right, let's see where we're at. All right. Should I do it? Oh, stiff peak. All right, so now we're gonna add the cream of tartar. Let's see, how much do we need? Yeah, half teaspoon. So I'm gonna just throw a half a teaspoon in here. And then I think we go straight in with the vanilla too. 1 teaspoon of the vanilla. Let's see. Got a teaspoon here. Yeah, and then we're gonna gradually beat in the sugar. So, whoa. I almost just dumped the whole thing in there. All right, we got that in. So the sugar, what I'm gonna do is we need 1.5 cups. So I'm gonna go at like 1/2 cup intervals. Oven's ready. So yeah, 1.5 cups of sugar. So I'll start with 1/2. Whoa. Then we're gonna start mixing this. I'm going to slowly let the sugar in. See if we can, just little by little. And you can see that all right. All right, there's 1/2. And so far it's looking good. So I'll pour this in and I'll show you. Here goes our Next half. And the sugar is what's going to help the meringue stand up like you want it to make these cookies. All right. So this is what we're looking like. It's getting kind of silky, which is what you want, apparently. We'll see about that. So there's a cup, and then we'll get the half in right now. So we got 1.5 cups of sugar in there. Oh God, I just threw it all over the place. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Little bits at a time. There we go. Looking good. Then I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit of what I spilled. So now we want to go to stiff peak, or at least keep that going. And as soon as we get to that, then we're going to add the chocolate chips. So I'm just going to put this down, try and get to the stiff peak. You can kind of see that? I tried to pull it up so you can see it. Whoa. It's like right there. Let's see what does the other one say. Oh, I'm making meringue, chocolate chip meringue cookies. Yeah. We're trying to get the stiff peak. Even though we got the stiff peak, we had to add sugar, cream of tartar, and vanilla extract. Oh, I think we're there. I think we're good, but we'll see if we mess this up. If we mess it up, it's all right. We'll do it again. Let's do another stream. But I think we're at what we want to be at, and they're still going to be good. They just might not be the most beautiful. I don't even know what these are really supposed to look like. I just remember having them as a kid. But this is a 20-ounce bag. We need 10 ounces. It's a half a bag. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And then, yeah, and then we're just going to mix this. We're going to fold it off apparently. All right. So we'll get this folded. Our oven's at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, I got that all mixed. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to take my tray here, and you can use foil or whatever. Parchment paper might not work as well. I'm just using one of these mats. But what we're going to do is I'm going to get an ice cream scoop, because it says drop in teaspoonfuls. I'm like, all right, this is kind of like a teaspoon. So I'm just going to take this, It doesn't say anything about how far to space this out or anything like that. So this could be a bad idea. I don't know. Doesn't say anything. So I figured we'll just go crazy here. Okay. At first I was just going to go in rows. But every picture I've seen, people are just all over the place with these things. So, I don't know. Oh no. All right, I'm going to get it in the oven. And we're going to go 15 minutes, and then we'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't turn into pancakes. But I guess if they do, they'll still be cookie shape. I don't know. But the ones that I remember as a kid, they were kind of like they were almost like air when you bite into it. And then when you get to the center, they'd be chewy. Well, apparently some people don't like them chewy, so if you leave them in the oven and you turn the oven off after you cook them for 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, if you leave the oven cracked and leave the oven off or something like that, then they're called overnight cookies. I don't know. And then they're not chewy in the middle. That's just what I read. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, hopefully these turn out good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on these. Yeah, they're holding their shape, so that's good. We've got plenty left here. So I'm gonna get another tray going, and then maybe we'll line them up a little better. And I'll get those in, but I'll be right back and check the comments. Here, let me pull this in just a little over here. Gotta grab a tray. Whoa, that was loud. That was loud. And I think I'm out of the little non-stick things. I've got these. All right. So yeah, meringue. Have you ever had this before? Let me know. Meringue cookies. And these ones are the chocolate chip ones. It's almost like marshmallow fluff, just less sticky. All right. Hopefully these ones work. Let's check on these ones. All right, well, the good thing is none of them are touching each other, so I think we're good so far. I like them when they're chewy in the middle, though. All right. But yeah, Here's the next batch that we'll be putting in. They look pretty good. I like it when they've got like when you drop them right, some of them, the stiff peaks were still showing, but I don't know. It's a little bit softer now. But it was like all spiked up after you drop them. Get some of this stuff out of the way. All right. Have you noticed like anything being down for being able to upload stuff? I was trying to upload stuff earlier on TikTok, and it was like everything that I noticed that was on there, like if you go through the cloud to upload stuff through CapCut or anything like that, it's like every video is like 17 hours long, or it's been posted 17 hours ago or more. So I don't know what's up with that. It's like all old news and stuff. Oh, I'm doing chocolate chip meringue cookies. And this will be the next batch that's going in. And this one's got 11 minutes, the first batch that I put in. But it's just 4 egg whites, some vanilla extract, and what else? Sugar, 1.5 cups of sugar. And then we've got 1 teaspoon vanilla and 10 ounces of mini chocolate chips. And all I did was I went from basically right before stiff peak, I added cream of tartar and the vanilla, and then I slowly added the sugar. And then as soon as we hit stiff peak, I added in the chocolate chips, just folded them in. And then you just teaspoonful right onto the pan, 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes. And then apparently they'll be like real airy and then sticky in the middle. If you don't want them sticky in the middle, you crack, I don't know if you crack this, maybe you crack the oven door, but you leave the oven off and leave it in the oven overnight, and then it won't be sticky in the middle. But yeah, feel free to check the description if you want the recipe. It should be in there. Hopefully it uploaded right. But I'm hoping that these things turn out good. These ones, yeah, I mean, they look like what I remember when I was a kid. I'm trying to think of the other one that's kind of like powdered sugary looking. Or maybe it was just these with powdered sugar on it, I don't know. Divinity? No, I don't know. I don't know. But if you've had these before, the chocolate chip meringue cookies, I remember seeing them a lot around the holidays, like Christmas time. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something. Where am I? Couldn't find my water. I don't know where it went. Oh well. Oh, it's definitely starting to smell like chocolate chips in here. So that's a good sign. Check it out real quick. Yeah, they're looking right. They look pretty good. I kind of wish I didn't put these out so quick, but they're still holding their shape, so that's good. Anybody being affected by the winter weather anywhere? I've heard some, I've seen some pretty crazy videos on it earlier. But where I'm from, freezing rain is normal, but the trees cracking and falling on your house is about the number one thing you got to be worried about. Not getting food. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've ever made the chocolate chip meringues or regular meringue cookies in the oven. This is a pretty old school recipe here. I have the original cookbook of this, which was from 1955. Could have been a little later, but this one came out in 1986, and it was the second one of the Charleston receipts. This one is Charleston Receipts Repeats. But I guess they did it basically 30 something years later. But every recipe in here is pretty out of this world good. And there's some old school ones that are just so easy. I don't know why everyone's not cooking stuff at home. Like it's like my mother's waffles. It's 2 eggs, a cup of flour, salt, milk, butter, and some baking powder. Yeah. But we are almost done with these, and I will pull those out in 5 minutes, and we'll check them out. And we'll end this one, and then maybe we'll pick another recipe. Just let me know. I still need to do a mac and cheese, flourless, was it flourless chocolate cake? Maybe it was chocolate cake. I write all these things down when people tell me to make something, but I've been out of town for 2 weeks, but expect to see live streams a lot more all week and next weekend too. But I can't remember which one it was. Somebody had requested the mac and cheese, so I did a long form video on that, and we'll still do that on the stream too. I'm looking for another one that somebody had said. Oh, it was this apricot pound cake. That's another one I've got to do. You let me know. Charleston chocolate cake. That's apparently is supposed to be excellent. Charleston rum pie. It's another one. There's a Disto Island. Edisto? Yeah. Island mud pie. What do we got? Icebox cookies. Like 10 different brownie recipes. But yeah, let me know what you'd like to see me cook next. We've got 3 minutes on these, and then these ones to go in. But as soon as these are done, I'll pull these out, show them to you. We'll cool for like a couple minutes, and I'll try one. We'll see what's up. Hopefully they're good. I'm gonna grab my water. I don't know where my regular water went. Ugh. That stuff's not that great. How's it going? How are you doing? Well, 2 minutes, and then this batch will go in, and I'm excited. I haven't had these since it was maybe like 14, 15 years ago. It's been a long time since I've had these. I think they're turning out. I think they're going to turn out all right. Where's everybody from? Having any snow problems or any weather problems? Let me know. Oh, here we go. So we got 55 seconds, and then hopefully these things look awesome. They look good. They look like they're supposed to, I think. And they're filled with chocolate chips. It's crazy how you can't see them at all. Like you'd think they'd be like kind of, you know. Oh no. You can't see the chocolate chips. You see them on these? You can kind of see them on those. Just a little bit because some of them are cracking a little bit. All right, well, here we go. Go ahead and get these out of the oven. I wonder if you're supposed to. Let's see if it says anything. No, it just says bake at 300 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. So that was 15 minutes. But I was wondering if like maybe they should be a little brown. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess we'll just pull them out. Oh yeah. So those aren't cracks on those. Those are, oh, I shouldn't take these off. That would be really bad, wouldn't it? They're not, ow, they're not cracks. It's all the chocolate chips. Look at those though. That's pretty awesome, right? Yeah, they look just like I remember them. So we'll let these ones cool for a second. I'll just put them over there. And then I'll get these ones in. Then we'll try one of those out. Right, yeah, I guess 15 minutes is good. But if you want them to brown, one of the ones on the corner, I'll show you. One of these ones on the corner, where did it go? Oh, that's weird, I don't see it. Oh, it was this one right here. This one right here. It's kind of got like that burnt brown look, like if you torched a marshmallow. But I don't think they're supposed to all look like that. And we've got a few left too, but I'll make these after the stream. I really just want to try one of these, but oh yeah, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, those look good. All right. I'm pretty impressed. They turned out how I wanted them to look, but I don't know. Hopefully they're good. Well, let those chill for just a second. And yeah, no one's been too chatty today. They look like meringues. They look like meringues, yeah. Yeah, they're chocolate chip meringues. And I tried making some yesterday, and then I wasn't paying attention, and I was just going fast, and I used what are they called? The box, the carton egg whites, and I could never get stiff peaks. Like I got stiff peaks with the egg whites by themselves, but as soon as I started adding everything, it was just like, it turned into frosting basically. But this time, I think these chocolate chip ones, I think they turned out all right. Let them set. And I like them when they're chewy. But I was reading that you can just let them turn off the oven and then let them cook overnight or whatever. But, oh, that's cool. You're in Columbia, South Carolina. That's awesome. That's this book, Recipes from Charleston. A lot of my books that I get are all from South Carolina, or they're from the Low Country, and some are from Texas too. But I cook a lot of food from there. How do you like Columbia? My wife and I were looking at a couple of places outside Greenville because we're from Atlanta originally, and we're pretty familiar with the area. So we looked at Greenville, Somerville, all up and down, even Myrtle Beach at one point. That place has gotten a lot better over the years. Yeah, that's crazy. You've never heard of them, too, because I didn't know what they were called, but I remember having them when I was a kid at like Christmas, especially like if you went to a Christmas party, somebody would always put them in like a cookie tin at my aunt's house. It's probably her. They just put them in a cookie tin, and there'd just be like a whole mound of them in there, and I never knew what they were. I found out, and then apparently it's I guess it's a southern thing. I don't think it's as southern as, say, like, whatchamacallit, with the pecans, the pralines, the pecans. Yeah, and make sure if you do make these, don't just use actual egg whites from your eggs, not from a box carton that's pasteurized or whatever, because that did not work out so well. And I wasted a bunch of sugar, and I kept thinking like, what can I turn this into? And I don't think I could have turned it into much. But tried baking it, it wasn't good. But these ones look a little bit better. But all I did was I took egg whites, got it to soft peak, and then right before I got to stiff peak, I added cream of tartar, vanilla extract, and then I slowly let in 1.5 cups of sugar. And then I got it to stiff peak, and then right when it was at stiff peak, I took 10 ounces of chocolate chips and folded those in. And then I baked them at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. And you just do it like by the spoonful, or I was just using like a little ice cream scoop thing to drop them onto here. And I would recommend using anything but parchment paper. But yeah, here they are. And then if you don't want them to be as sticky, ooh, these are like falling apart. Hot. Let's see. Oh yeah. It's almost like marshmallow peeps, but they're not like all sticky like that, especially when they're warm. But after they set, I'm assuming it becomes more like that texture where it's more chewy and it's got kind of a snap to it. But you let them, oh my God, those are so good. Those are so good. Whoa. Those are amazing. Those are really, really good. Here, I'll show you another one. Let's see if I can. get it to come off. There we go. All right. So you see, I'll break it open. It's just like that. It's almost like marshmallow, but as soon as they set, it won't be like that. Awesome. Well, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next recipe-wise or anything like that. And it's kind of hard for me to make stuff on the live stream, especially if it's like, cook this for an hour. Then once you get done cooking that for an hour, then do this for 3 hours or whatever. So when I try to do stuff, certain things that people have requested, I'm like, I can do that, but it's going to be kind of tough. But if you request something, what I can do is I will make a regular video of it, and then also a short too. And then that way, you know. And then anything else, if I can do it on the live stream, I'll do it on the live stream. But I'll let you know if it's a recipe that you said, hey, do this recipe. I'll put a comment or a post about it. And I'll be like, hey, I'm doing this recipe, but we're doing a live stream. Otherwise, it'd be long form video or short. But let me know in the comments. I'm going to rinse my hands off. And then I'm going to end the stream here in just a few minutes. Give you one? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those things are so good. Like, I'm probably, as soon as I end this stream, I'm going to eat at least like 6 of these things and just sit down and just do nothing. But I mean, it's like, I kind of want them to set so they don't, like, they're not as, whatever is going on there. Because then it'd be just like I remember the nostalgia from when I was a kid when I had them. But there's something else that's just like these. And I can't think of what it is, but it looks like those, but they have like powdered sugar on them or something. They're in the same spot that I got these when I was a kid. When I was grabbing them off the table, the Christmas dinner table. I don't know. Divinity, maybe? I have no idea. When I think of divinity, though, I think of fudge. I think of like Savannah and stuff, so I don't know if that's right. Oh yeah, your favorite cookies, chocolate chip? Yeah. Yeah, mine too. I love chocolate chip. These taste like chocolate chip cookies without all the butter and stuff. So it's still kind of, I don't really know if you can call those a cookie though. Like in the recipe, it just says meringues, but some of the recipes I saw online, they said they were chocolate chip meringue cookies or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. Chocolate chip is my favorite cookie though. All right, well, we got 5 minutes on these. Ooh, see the second batch. The second batch looks even better. So maybe I'll just hold off for a second and then we'll pull that one so you can see them. And I think I made those look a little bit, they look a little bit smaller than these ones. So yeah, it's almost like they're cooking a little better. So yeah, do teaspoon. Just do a teaspoon. These ones look more like I did a tablespoon. But I should have used. Well, no, I think that was the smallest one I had. But this was definitely a game changer. Get some of this stuff put away and I'll grab those out of the oven, show them to you, and then yeah, then let me know, like I was saying, what to make. Snowball cookies. Let's see if there's anything. You know, I think I made those a long time ago. And I put them on like Pinterest or something. Let me see. Snowball cookies. Pretty sure I have a recipe for something like that. I've got, oh, I do actually have a kind of a cool one. Let me see. This Meringues tea room one here from Atlanta. There is some pretty crazy cookies, like stuff like that in here, but there was one that I was thinking of. Let me see if I can find it. Big old-fashioned sugar cookies. Let's see. Snowball cookies. There was something in here. It was like ice cream cookies, maybe? Oh, I think I'm close. These cinnamon rolls in here, outstanding. They actually sell those at their restaurant. I don't know if it's because so many people requested them, but they give them out in a bread basket with hush puppies and this cornbread. Another thing that's really good. They put baking drippings in that. There was something crazy that was like this. Oh, here we go. Ice cream blueberry muffins. Somebody had requested something like that, and I kept thinking they were cookies for some reason. Russian tea cakes or Mexican wedding cookies. Okay. Okay. So that's what they are. Okay, awesome. All right, yeah. I'm gonna have to make those. I couldn't ever think of what those were, and see, my whole side of the family that had those, they're Italian. So they always had the same thing every single year in the same spot. And yeah, and none of my cousins and stuff would ever touch those things either. I don't know why. All right, I'm gonna grab these out real quick, show them to you, and then we'll end the stream. I think the other thing was snickerdoodle cookies that somebody wanted me to make. So I'll have to do a video of that too. There we go. So, finished result. They actually are about the same. They're about the same size. They just look a little cleaner. It's probably because I was going like a crazy person when I was putting the first batch down. But yeah, those things turned out good. So I'll just let these cool and stuff, and then yeah, I'll see you on the next stream, and I will go through all the comments as well, and if you put anything in there, look out for videos for that. Butter, flour, sugar, and finely chopped nuts, pecans, and walnuts. Yeah, you should definitely make those. Because I'm going to make them too, because I don't know, I've been having the nostalgia thing going on. But thank you for letting me know what those are, because I've been thinking about what those are for like 20 years, and like 20 years on these too, and then I finally realized. So thank you. Yeah, I mean, awesome. Here, I'll show you one more time how these ones turned out. I think they look pretty good. I'll make a short out of these too, and then I'll of course get some close-ups of them and all that as soon as they're not piping hot anymore. But thank you for watching the stream, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.